Okay. So hi, I'm Zeke. I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/ZekeFox. Played a game though, off stream, as Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel just came out. Streamed it for quite some time today, but then also played a little off stream. Kind of put my resources into a hero deck that happened to be one of my favorite in the Legacy of the Duelist, Link Evolution, which of course you can see on the screen that I've been playing. But now there's the free to play, and it's actually not too bad. I'm sure creating other decks later is going to be a little problematic because you start out with a number of resources from like all the first achievements and such. But you'll get stuff over time, and I really like the hero deck anyway. I'd been playing it a lot, so decided to do that. And anyway, so I had this game, and my opponent apparently really likes the synchro summon, which I thought was pretty cool. I'd never quite seen it go that crazy, but here, I'll just go ahead and show you. I've tried making synchro decks only to end up with like really weird hands. It just like does nothing. But anyway, here we go. I've got some search in my hand. It was pretty decent. They start out with 1-for-1, tuning wear, junk synchron, jet synchron, and then time to have a little fun with this, right? They got junk speeder. This is gonna let them. I didn't know this card was a thing. I think is it a fairly new card, I suppose? I'd not seen it before. Apparently, you just get to summon like 3 more tuners out of your deck. Which is totally fine, totally fine. And getting the Doppel Warrior in play as well, but I will in a moment. But here's Stardust Charge Warrior. It's their first card draw. They draw a lot of cards actually. Yep, there's Doppel Warrior coming into play. And I'm kind of just sitting here just like watching the show. Because, I can't do anything. What am I going to do? Oh, my controller was vibrating. Like, what's that noise? Anyway, TJ Hyper Librarian. And I'm sure y'all know what happens next. Especially with a Formula Synchron. That means someone's about to draw some more cards. So obviously it doesn't happen quite this fast as they're playing through their turn. But still, I'm just kind of sitting here like, okay, all right. What you got here? Where you going with all this? You got to start a Spark Dragon, which I'm a little concerned about, but not too much. Should be okay. I think slightly better than Stardust Dragon, I think, for what I'm anticipating on doing. Alright, got a tuning wear draw, Hyper Librarian draw. Alright, the making me discard 2 and draw 2 is actually a +1 for me because I had a Shadow Mist in hand. Real unfortunate that I drew second Malicious. The current ban list you can only play 2, so now that's slightly unfortunate, but we'll deal. They're still going, of course. I'm like, alright, I got 6 cards in hand. And we got Armory Arm. Another card draw. And then, finally, it becomes my turn. And so, my turn shows up. And, I'll play some Reinforcement of the Army. And they're going to immediately go for their Stardust Warrior Synchro, which is going to give them a little more protection against, like a board wipe or something, right? Totally okay with it. We'll deal. All right, so I got Vision Hero Ion, and of course they're going to draw another card. Solid Soldier. I searched that earlier since I realized I wasn't going to get many summons. Like normal summons. But yeah, we're gonna grab a liquid soldier because I really need that. Then we're gonna get another polymerization. Go ahead and use that liquid soldier out of here. I'm gonna draw 2, discard 1. But more importantly, we're getting absolute 0 in play. We're gonna force this Stardust Spark Dragon to do its thing. Also the Stardust Warrior with its extra summon. So mask change, not totally necessary here, but it's gonna cause this all to go off. Acid, of course. The back row wipe, not really important here either. Anyway, Stardust Spark Dragon has done its thing. Now here comes Jet Warrior. That's gonna put Acid back in the extra deck, so. But it's alright. It's alright. We just basically needed to get someone off the board before we did our Link summon. So we're gonna get Wonder Driver here, and that's so I can get a double Miracle Fusion. Because we're gonna Polymerization and grab Sunrise. Sunrise is going to put a Miracle Fusion in my hand, which I can then use twice. Note the spacing, I didn't put it directly under Wonder Driver. That'll be the second summon. So I got a lot of cards in my graveyard here. I'm going to grab Elemental Hero Gaia. That's going to have the attack of Stardust Spark Dragon and absorb it. This is like really, really close to lethal. I'm like 200 off. But, of course, the second Miracle Fusion. And, of course, the mask change in hand. I'm not even counting that. We're going to get Big Boy Shining here. And my opponent's going to see that and concede. They know they're done. So that was, yeah, Elemental Heroes doing Elemental Hero things. I don't care how much you synchro summon. You're not gonna survive this. So that was kind of fun, you know. Got my rating points in and all that. Kind of crazy that that's happening so early in the game's release. I figure because my very first game, I ended up playing against a Cynet Code Talker deck, which I totally love doing myself. Like, I've got an Ignister version in Legacy of the Duelist. And I'm looking forward to playing more of that in the future once I get around to it. But I'm trying to play like the pendulum summon deck that you can buy. And that deck's been at least getting me through some of the solo stuff, like previously. Like the solo adventures. But didn't do heck against like just activating Cynet Codex like 3-4 times their first turn. I was like, okay, well, yeah, cool, excellent. I'm out. By the way, I don't think you should concede your games, because if you need to actually play 3 ranked games, you can't concede into. Well, I don't know if there's like a place you should concede once you get to it, but like in this case, like this was turn 2. My opponent still had 8,000 life points. They should have just waited for me to kill them, because it doesn't count as a ranked game played. For like your daily quests and such. So, because I noticed that myself. Like I'd played 3 games or so and had not, but I conceded 2 of them because as a Hearthstone player, I'm used to conceding. Like, you know, you see lethal on your opponent's board, and you're like, all right, well, I'm done. I'm not gonna drag it out any longer. But I think I'm gonna have to stop doing that for this because it doesn't count. Hearthstone, like, if you at least go like, I don't know, like 8 turns or half your life points, then you can concede safely. It still counts as a played game. But if you just like start a game, concede, it won't. And I think there's the same protections on this. And so I wouldn't, mostly just wait it out. Just let your opponent kill you. I wasn't gonna like, you know, stall out the clock or anything. There was no need for that. I'm not that guy. But yeah. Anyway, had fun with that. But yeah, as I was saying, like I think my second or third game I got some easier opponents, but it's like when you're at the bottom of the ranking ladder and like your first opponent is like playing a pretty decent deck, it was like, oh, well, maybe after some time, like a few of those players who are like buying their packs and such will go ahead and get further up, and then it'll open up for newer players who are playing literally the starter deck or something and don't know about deck building, just play something structured. Um, you guys get to play too eventually. But anyway, thank you. If you like seeing this kind of content, check out my Twitch stream. As I said, twitch.tv/ZekeFox. Thank you.